Scoopy Radio with the light-skinned men with dark-skinned tendencies, as they say. What's up, brother?
Man, how you doing, baby?
Working my ass off.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. Being busy is good.
Better than not being busy.
Right, come on, man. You know the alternative.
Death.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me something. Is there such a thing as Michael Jordan finally coming on All the Smoke?
Man, I hope, MJ. I hope. I hope. And even if it's not our show, it's somebody's show. We just want to hear him. We want to hear his stories. We had a chance to sit down with Dominique Wilkins yesterday, and he had a bunch of great Jordan stories. So I would love to just hear Mike talk. So hopefully it's All the Smoke, but if not us, anybody.
I don't want to deter, but I'm curious, like, what do you think the apprehension is?
Sometimes when you're just that great, you let the work speak for you, let everyone else speak for you. So, I mean, I know he's got a lot to say, and, NASCAR and golf and doing a bunch of cool shit. So I hope one day he'll give in and sit down with us.
Who is an All the Smoke no-no?
I don't have no no-nos, to be honest with you.
So if Donald Trump said he wanted to come on All the Smoke, would you interview him?
I would definitely interview Donald Trump.
Why?
Just because I want to ask some real questions. That's it.
That's fair. Switching topics quickly. Jalen Brunson, to me, I have felt last season, his meteoric rise and the connectivity to New York, going from a different team, you may disagree, but it reminds me of Steph Curry overcoming injuries and then winning a championship and being great. Do you see that?
Ooh. I think they need a little bit more, but I love everything he's been able to do, the way he's been able to, I wouldn't even say reinvent himself, just be able to lead a team. He was under Luka for a little bit and did well when Luka was down, went to New York and I think shocked the world on his play. The fact that they're, getting all the Villanova guys back, going to see what they do with Julius Randle. They re-signed OG. So I think they may be a piece away, but I love what he's doing, the way he plays, old school, and plays the right way.
Will there ever be someone that's young in the NBA that will either break LeBron's scoring record or John Stockton's assist record?
I think there'll be a better chance of breaking LeBron's scoring record, which I think is out of reach because the ball doesn't move the way it used to move. It's more one-on-one now. There's not the old school Chris Pauls and Steve Nashes, the John Stocktons, the Magic Johnson. Those kind of point guards have kind of gone away. They're more scoring guards now. So if any record is going to be broken, I don't think LeBron's record will be broken, but if you had to have me pick one, it would be the scoring record.
You got an eclectic mix of New York ball players earlier in 2024, either New York or New Jersey, whether it was Sebastian Telfair, whether it was Rod Strickland, Tim Thomas, a myriad of other people. Who is one New York baller that you haven't had that would be on your wish list?
Baller, Bernard King, and New Yorker, Spike Lee.
If you sat down with Spike Lee, what is something that you've always wanted to know that you don't know that you would want to ask Spike Lee?
I want to dig into the ideas behind Mars Blackman. And then obviously, all his great work and creative ideas and breaking boundaries and breaking glass ceilings. I listened to his master class. I'm just really appreciative of his hard work and everything he's gone through to get to where he's at.
What is something in basketball, sports, politics in general that people who are podcasters like yourself who have shows, because I don't want to say sure, you have shows that happen to be a podcast, should be paying attention to that they don't give enough credence to?
I think on the political side, just policy and your local vote. Obviously there's it's a mess right now to whether it's going to be Kamala or Trump. But I think what people need to understand is your local vote is where you'll see turnaround. The potholes, the schools, a lot of different things in your community you have directly control over if you get out and vote. So just really educating themselves on the local policy and hopefully that'll encourage them to continue to educate themselves for the bigger stuff.
Because All the Smoke has been so successful, you've had opportunities to lend your voice. You as a popular and respected role player, I kind of compare that to the Breakfast Club where you have DJ Envy, who was the DJ. You had Charlamagne, who was the second behind Wendy Williams. And at the original version of it, you had Angela Yee, who was the manager. I feel like that is the great makeup because a lot of times people just want stars. Why do you think that in production people are so star-driven, and do you think that you and Steven Jackson are proof that you don't have to be LeBron or Michael in order to create something like that, be successful?
And and obviously stars are special people, you know what I mean. But I think they see things through a certain lens and expect everyone and everything to be at the highest level, and just life isn't like that. So I think role players and guys that have been through some shit understand the ebbs and the flows of life and the game and business, and we're able to adapt and work with others well and take our ego out of stuff. So I definitely feel like, obviously stars will always be the front and center of everything. There's a lot of quality people out here doing a lot of great things that, play their role.
Last question. I'm always fascinated by NBA guys who met a rapper who was influential to them, either before they became who they became or even okay, tell me more. When was the first time you met Snoop?
I met Snoop in college. Always a huge fan. I've been a cannabis smoker since I was a teenager, so obviously meeting him when I was at UCLA was a dream, but to turn, meeting him into a brotherhood, and I could really call him my brother. We've done Cancer Foundation events together. We've hung out. Our families have hung out. So to idolize him and really get a chance to meet him and know him as a man, because a lot of people I used to idolize that I got a chance to meet that weren't it as just human beings. But Snoop is everything you think of and more. Just a great human, great spirit, caring, loving, and one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Brother, thank you for your time.
Man, good to see you.
You as well, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.